One of the most iconic and richly developed characters in the Elder Scrolls universe, Serana is a pure-blood vampire of noble lineage and ancient power, deeply woven into the lore of the Volkjaer clan and the Daedric prince Molag Bal. Her story spans centuries and reflects the themes of betrayal, power, and redemption. Serana is the daughter to Lord Harkon and Valerica, both powerful pure-blooded vampires belonging to the Volkjaer clan, the most feared and reclusive vampire coven in Skyrim, residing in the ancient castle of Volkjaer. Pure-blood vampires differ from common vampires in that their vampirism was not contracted by disease, but instead through a dark Daedric ritual, the rite of the first vampire, performed in homage to Molag Bal, the Daedric prince of domination and enslavement. Serana and her mother were turned through this unholy rite, making them directly bound to Molag Bal, who was considered the father of all vampire lineages. The ritual is brutal and degrading. Those who survive are said to have been blessed by Bal. It is implied that only women are subjected to this rite, and very few survive it. Serana was one of those rare few. Eventually, her father, Lord Harkon's ambitions was to fulfill an ancient prophecy found in the Elder Scrolls, called the Tyranny of the Sun. This prophecy foretold that with the power of Ariel's bow and the blood of a daughter of Coldharbour, Serana herself, vampires could block out the sun and rule Tamriel in eternal night. Serana's mother, Valerica, opposed Harkon's genocidal ambitions. To thwart him, she fled with Serana and hid her deep within the dim hollow crypt, placing her in a magical stasis with an Elder Scroll. Serana remained entombed and forgotten for centuries until she was discovered by the Dragonborn. Upon awakening, Serana's story unfolds in two potential directions depending on the player's allegiance, either with the Dawnguard, vampire hunters seeking to stop her father, or the Volkjaer, her family's vampiric court. Regardless of the path chosen, Serana becomes a complex and pivotal companion. Unlike many vampires in Skyrim, she is not consumed by bloodlust. She expresses regret, mortal conflict, and deep pain over her family's destruction and her cursed existence. Serana's journey with the Dragonborn offers her a rare chance at redemption and agency depending on her choices made. She can choose to remain a vampire, continuing her immortal life on her own terms, or she could seek a cure and reclaim her morality, a decision few vampires ever make, symbolizing her rejection from her past and the curse that defined her existence. Serana is not only one of the most beloved characters in Skyrim, but a figure whose story exemplifies the dark majesty and tragedy of the Elder Scrolls lore, cursed bloodlines, ancient prophecies, and the eternal struggle between choices and fate.